call the Livingston Municipal Planning Meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone tonight. Thank you for being here. The first item on there is approval of the January 28, 2019 minutes. If y'all had a chance to look at them, any additions or anything to that? If not, I'm gonna need a motion to be approved.
I so moved.
The motion by Tilda,
Second.
second by Kelly, all for, please be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you. Item number 3, report from the Codes Enforcement Officer.
Yeah, Darius had a couple things that he wanted to bring to your attention as far as new businesses that were open.
Okay.
Have we got, on the agenda, have you got anything mentioned?
No.
Well, I thought you wanted to tell
It's
us about the volunteer wine and spirits. And
Yeah.
It's right here, it just says report from code enforcement.
Okay, y'all familiar with, Daniel Elder, is gonna open up our first and only, maybe the only liquor store in Livingston, and it's gonna be over on the bypass. And I guess it was Lee Crowder and those the building over there was orange and white checkerboard. Yeah.
Orange and white, yeah.
So that's where he's gonna locate. He, has already, got his, certificate of compliance in the town of Livingston. And he's applied, for his, license. So he was in a little bit of a hurry, and I know anything, commercial is supposed to go before you all, before it's approved. He's not doing any additional additions to his building, but he is remodeling some. It is an existing building. It's a gravel lot, and it's not on, is it paved? But anyway, he wouldn't be required to pave or concrete either one because it is an existing building. Just wanted to report that to you so you know what is happening. And,
That's great.
Phil, what is the requirement, what is the requirement for a commercial, what would it have to come, if you're opening a new business in town, it's a commercial business, what does the planning committee, how are we involved in that? I'm not sure.
well, mostly it's usually, if it's an existing building, if they change occupancy class, there might be different requirements, for that business.
Or if you're modifying the building, maybe?
Yeah, or if you're doing an addition.
The new building would have to be paved with concrete, is that correct?
Yes.
Does it have to have a certain number of parking spaces?
Yes.
That's all, that everything's okay that way?
Yes, on that, yes.
So you don't need the approval of the planning commission, you just want?
No, just wanted to report to you what was happening, so you know, we've had that question in the past, the planning commission has asked the question, what's going on or such and such.
What's the timetable on that? When does he plan on opening?
Real soon, I think by midsummer, I'm thinking best I remember what he said, maybe July or something.
So the board has gone through the second reading and all that's all complete.
In that case, you gotta go through that check, it's just a checklist, the
Yes.
compliance checklist.
Yes.
When there's new construction, it's a site plan, and the site plan comes in front of us
Right.
for approval. When it's an existing building, if it's just a matter of parking spaces, if the parking spaces are there, it's just a check, it's just a checklist, so to speak. And,
It doesn't require this board to approve.
that's correct.
No.
That's why the volunteer wine experience, the fact that it's an existing building, that happened, and then the folks from Life Church that are here tonight, they will be required a site plan because their building is existing, and obviously they got plenty of parking out there, so. But anyway, I'll let Derek report on that.
Okay, the second thing is the Life Church, and they are here this evening. Of course, it's a total different type of occupancy class now. It's an assembly class with the church. And of course, churches require a lot more spaces than the the type of class that it was. But they have brought a little site plan to show they do have enough room, enough area to meet the requirements. Churches requires one space for every 4 seats, I believe, in your zone rooms. You don't care, come up and show your little drawing.
I'm Matthew, by the way. Because it's being recorded, and they're not gonna get it.
So, we had our architect look at that, and he says that we've got space for about 92, as it looks right now, and we need 147. And you can see he's in the yellow right there, he's added a little bit extra, and so we've got more than enough. This shows 170 spaces, and what you don't see is, this is 111 right here. And there's an upper field that's already been cut, and actually already has a little bit of rock on it. So, we've got enough to not only meet the minimum, but to have some extra up there, and we priced out putting some culverts and kind of connecting it all together, so. Our concern is always with, making sure we have enough parking too. Absolutely, we've gone through that, and that's important for us too, so. Minimum's 147, he's shown 170 here.
Y'all doing a lot of work there now?
We are just doing the demo, kind of waiting on you guys before we can start putting some things back. And, we're gonna talk with the state, you guys, and you guys have been good to work with.
Do we need to approve this?
No, not really, Gene. They, or I don't think they want to do the sanctuary at the present time.
Well, what we've got is the state has already said, they like the drawings for the whole thing. But what we want to do is come back and phase it in phase 1 and phase 2. So we'll come back and just use the foyer space. You'll see that line right there in the middle of the building. Use the foyer space as the adults and then finish out our kids completely.
But the whole building will be sprinkled.
Yeah, everything's sprinkled.
Everything will be sprinkled.
Proper
Fire
exiting
code.
and all that kind of stuff. But we just want to kind of do, we're ready to get in.
So,
A lot of people want
if
to
I
come
may ask, what's the plan there? I didn't realize y'all were coming, that's great, but what's the plan?
Sure, we've got several hundred in our church right now that make the drive from here all the way to Cook.
Well, I knew that, but I didn't know y'all were
Mhm.
moving to Livingston.
Yeah, absolutely. We took the old Skinner Chevrolet, I believe is what it was, and we're just gonna remodel it, put a sanctuary in there, do some nursery in the kids area and all that kind of stuff. But,
And you opened one in Salina too.
we've
Yes,
got one in Salina right now.
Slide, one in Sparta.
One in Sparta,
That's fine.
yeah, we've got 60 going to the one in Salina, and it's going real good.
Yeah, I know
The
Ethan
remodel.
pretty well, Ethan, okay, I
Yeah,
know.
big
Ethan
one.
Alston.
That's it. You know Ethan?
Yeah,
He's our worship guy. Yeah, sure.
He's
great.
awesome, and his wife too. She does our kids.
Yeah.
She's great. Yeah,
That's great.
What?
No new construction, no additional parking spaces. This is a courtesy, letting you guys know what's going on.
Thank you.
When do y'all plan to start work inside in terms of the
Well, the demo.
reconstruction?
Well, we'd like to start tomorrow. I think we're waiting on you guys to say everything is good, and so that we can move forward with getting a permit and moving forward.
Darius has looked at all this, I think, and already told us, everything looks good, I'm the same way, so.
Yeah.
Do we need to?
No, just
I don't
as
think
long,
anything on
as long
this.
as they showed enough parking spaces. If not, they would have to go before the Board of Zoning Appeals and ask for a variance. That would have been a little hold up for them if they didn't show that they do have enough spaces.
It sounds like you're ready to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to
Yeah.
be painting these parking spaces out?
What's that?
Are you going to paint this parking space?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We'll seal it and restripe it for sure. We learned that lesson the hard way too.
They put all over the place.
No, they're everywhere, and they can't get out, and it's chaos. Yeah.
That's right.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for coming in.
Absolutely, we're glad to be up here, and Bob, I don't know, something big we're doing in Cookville. Tell me a little bit about what we're doing in Cookville. What we'd like to do here too.
One of the projects, we get to do a lot of community outreach. One of the cool things that we get to do, which we've attempted in Putnam County, is to go to every school teacher, give every school teacher
And worker.
a $20 gift card for their classroom, a $5 gift card to Starbucks for the teacher, and we've got homemade cookies for each teacher. So we've attempted this project. We're up to like 10 schools now. There's 19 schools in Putnam County. But we'll adopt that same project here when we come this way for Overton County. And I think you guys know, last year we did a big back-to-school bash at the building. We had the helicopters out there and all that kind of stuff, but I talked to Ms. Sadler a little while ago, or the other day, and we talked a little bit about possibly doing it at you guys at your park, or even partnering with Livingston Academy and doing it with Livingston Academy. And what we did last year, I think we donated over 500 backpacks full of supplies to Overton County. We even took them all the way up to Wilson, all the way up there, and at different schools. We knew teachers up there, so we just took them up there. We hand-delivered it. So we're very good about that. We helped you guys with your Toys for Tots this year. I think we gave $10,000 to your program, on the Christmas program, and then we, in Putnam County, we helped almost 2,000 children through the Toys for Tots program. So we're excited. Our pastor's all community-driven. So,
Love schools, love helping
and
out, for sure.
my daughter went to Livingston Academy, my youngest daughter. Yeah, Kelsey went to Livingston, played soccer for Coach King, and I hung out with Phil Marshall, and I'm good friends with the Crowder family, so God is good. But thank you.
Good.
Thank you.
We're glad you're here.
Yes, ma'am. Glad to be here. And I'm an Overton County resident.
All right.
I got a farm here.
All right, even better.
Thank you guys.
Thank you all.
You need this back?
No, you can keep it, that's fine, but you can have that one. Anything else you need, David?
No, it'll be good.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. You have a blessed day. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
If y'all ever need us to help with anything, you holler, we'll help you.
All
right.
right.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're ready. Item number 4, training.
Yeah, and we just wanted to talk a little bit about some of the parking requirements, that we have. We came across this in the, Overton County Administrative Building, requiring what Darius and I came to an agreement on was way too many parking spaces for what it was. In our code, number J for office, professional, or public buildings, it states 1 parking space per square foot of gross floor area. And now, Darius, correct me if I'm wrong, that's just your square footage of your building, is that pretty much right? So even if there are no customers or people coming in, you've got to account for storage space or things of that nature in an office or professional building, which most of the time, their primary goal is servicing some sort of customer. Same for the administrative building, and so they were, we were gonna make, or according to the ordinance, they were gonna need, the administrative building was gonna need something like 125 or 130 parking spaces, and they had 74, which, once they talked about how many employees they've had and how many people they have there on their busiest day, you know, their 75 were going to be more than enough to take care of it. And so while we want to make sure that we have regulations in place that are going to ensure proper construction and parking, we certainly don't want to be overbearing to where we're making it a burden on folks to develop within the city limits. I think we should make that, and Darius, I'll certainly yield to you if you have an opinion on the matter. But if you look in our retail, it talks about 1 parking space per 50 square feet of customer service area, where that is where people actually come in and, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? They actually take up space in the store. Not talking about a kitchen in a restaurant or you know, like I said, or some storage areas. So, you know, maybe we should think about amending that and knocking that and changing it from just your gross floor area to the actual area where people are going to be coming in and using the building.
Did they mention, Tommy, one time about parking across on the other side?
Well, they talked about, you know, they could overflow if they needed it, could be at the Joel L. Evans Community Center, which they own as well. But that doesn't help them in this site plan, because the site plan goes with the building, you know, the parking spaces go with the building on the parcel of property that they own.
So although we've granted that
Yeah, and
waiver,
and
what
the
you're
reason-
suggesting is that we just consider changing our code, right?
Yes, sir. And why you do that is, if you give a variance for something without a reason, which is pretty much what we did here. There was no topographical reason that they couldn't get, except for just limited size of the lot. If you give those variances, you need to change your code. Because your code should be in place for a reason, it shouldn't just be an arbitrary number.
So how did this number come up? How did we adopt?
I'm
this?
not sure, this was adopted in the mid-eighties, so this was, you know,
Well, what did we do on the county, did you go ahead and?
Yeah, we granted the waiver.
With the 370s.
yeah, and we approved the site plan pending Board of Zoning Appeal approval, which they gave.
I think that's a good idea, that, you know, that it would be according to the square footage that is used annually by the public. If it's a restaurant, it just be the restaurant area. If it's a business, and you have half your building is for the business purpose, and the other half of the building is for storage and offices,
Yeah,
people are not in that area.
yes, ma'am. And you know, our church requirements are one for every 4 seats that you have, so that's actually people that are coming in and sitting down. I can see that, I can see the logic behind that. But, you know, I feel like that we're too stringent, too restrictive here, or overbearing, or whatever you wanna call it. I feel like it'd be too hard.
So do we need to,
Well, I would like for us to think about it a little bit. I certainly don't want to be reactive just because we had something happen. I don't think we should make a snap judgment, but I would like us to consider it and maybe have Darius and I look over, you know, we have, 19 parking requirements here. You know, maybe look over those and make sure, because some of them have to do, are employee based, and I was just talking to Darius before that, so what if you got 8 employees, your parking's based on that, and then somebody leaves and now you only got 7. So should your parking requirements go down with that? I mean, I don't think that it should be employee based, I think it should be based on the number of people that you have coming into your store.
What page you on, Tom?
That'd be page 9.
Number 9?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Will you and Darius get together and come up with suggestions, do you think?
I mean, I think that would be great, and if you all, you know,
sit down and look at it?
and if you come across business owners, especially ones that have started businesses in the last few years, maybe ask them, ask them if you think that it's fair. Some of them may say yes, some of them may say no. But, you know, it's always good. And before anything would change here, you know, we will have to get public input on this. Now, whether anybody shows up at a public hearing or not, who knows? But, if you come across somebody that's open to do business, maybe just ask them, see what they think. I know I certainly will if I see it. So, Darius, did you have any comments on the parking?
I wonder how this applies to parking on the square with businesses. Because I see people that own their businesses and their employees park right in front of the store.
Well-
No requirements in the C2 zone.
That's right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and that's for no matter what you're doing, whether it's a government building or whatever, no requirements there, because we've got public parking there around the square, so.
Okay.
Yeah, if this building had been across the street. McKinney,
Yeah, we wouldn't have had to worry
He
about
wouldn't
it,
have no requirements.
so.
Across the street in the direction?
No, across the street to the east,
Oh, okay.
towards the courthouse. Yeah,
Yeah, the other side of McHenry
yeah.
is C2. So,
Oh, goodness.
it's never a bad idea to look at your parking requirements.
Does this come up very often, where we're having to make a variance for parking spaces?
Why not?
Yeah, more than it should.
Really?
That's pretty common.
Okay.
Yeah, and we try to take a very common sense approach at it too, and look at the type of business they have, and, you know, how many, and how busy we expect them to be. And of course, we're not gonna be perfect with that. We're trying to make a projection. We take a look at their lots, and now, even if we think that it is maybe a little bit overbearing, if they've got the space, we're gonna require them to put it in. So I just feel like we at least need to look at it and see if there's some changes that we made. Especially, I just don't like the basing parking spaces on employees.
No.
I just don't. because if it changes, that's the question. Does your parking requirements change? And by this definition, it should.
Do we need to have a motion asking them to make a study of it?
No, I just,
I think I'll let Darius and Tommy get together on this and review it and come back to us at a later time. Is that okay?
absolutely, if Darius is okay with that, I'd love to maybe take a look at this a little further.
Compared to maybe some other surrounding communities.
Absolutely, and, you know, I'm not gonna look at Cookville's parking requirements, but maybe look at Smithville or Lafayette or some town around 5,000, that would have, you know, maybe similar needs to us, yeah. So, looks like we got room for it, so. That's about it, unless you guys had any questions on parking, I'd be happy to answer any of them.
I don't have any.
Bill,
No.
I think we're good. then.
Yeah, so we'll try to just take a look at these. Now, May, usually, I don't know, we're just in March, but May, you know, usually falls on Memorial Day weekend, or always falls on Memorial Day.
Yeah.
So, I don't know that we'll be able to have something concrete by April, but we'll give it a shot.
Okay.
See if we can.
Great.
Philip, just one last question. Just to clarify, we did not, hold up the Life Church, from going ahead and starting with their construction inside, did we?
No.
Because they were waiting on us to come and present their parking
No,
place issue?
no.
Okay, because it sounded like they were waiting on us to get them to go ahead.
No, they've been doing demolition for a week.
Month?
Yeah,
Okay.
a couple of weeks.
Thanks.
Any other business? If not, motion we adjourn.
So moved.
Kelly? Second Dean, all for? Aye.